Welcome to the first ever Royale Gaming news, where I tell you what happened this week in gaming. The first ever UK women's professional gaming tournament started yesterday. 4 teams will be playing Valorant at the Red Bull Gaming Sphere for a prize pool of £15,000. The goal of this tournament is to encourage more women to get into gaming. And before anyone says no one's interested in watching women's esports, over the course of 2023, more than 28 million hours of women's esports was watched according to esports charts. There is now a free Nintendo emulator live on the Apple App Store called Delta. It allows players to access games from the NES, Nintendo 64, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, and DS. The app also includes additional features such as save states, cheat codes, and local multiplayer. The app also has the ability to pair with controllers such as the Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation. Now, since Delta is just an emulator, it does not come with any pre-downloaded games, and this might be the app's way of getting around Nintendo's stance around ROM files. With the success of the Fallout TV show, Fallout 6 developers are now teasing a newly expanded map in its next update. And I think it's safe to say that developers are going to prioritize this update, seeing as they continue to break their all-time concurrent player Steam record 5 out of the last 6 days. And speaking of Fallout, while the Fallout TV show is less than a month old, Season 2 has been greenlit, and it is confirmed that production is already in the works. For fans of Life Sims, Life by You director Rod Humble came out with a statement that'll surprise creators, encouraging them not only to monetize mods, but the content itself, saying that players don't owe us a dime or need our permission. This is a much more lax policy compared to games such as The Sims 4, which require modders to eventually make their content free for all players. Mythic skins are available to be purchased in Overwatch 2, but the price has players a little bit hesitant. Mythic skins that are at least 2 seasons old can be purchased using Mythic prisms, and while prisms can be earned through the battle pass, in order for players to outright buy any skins, it's going to run them about $80. In other Overwatch 2 news, the developers are starting to crack down on Sims players or players who use mouse and keyboard while playing on console. Going forward, players caught using keyboard and mouse will go through different levels of restrictions. The first level is just a ban from competitive play, and they'll be able to play in quick play. Players will be allowed to return if they stop using their mouse and keyboard. If they continue to use mouse and keyboard, they'll be banned for the entire season, and in quick play will only be paired with other mouse and player keyboards. But Blizzard has assured players who use accessibility tools should not be affected. And that's this week's Royale Gaming news.